everyone, it's Charlotte, and welcome to My Life With, our channel where we chronicle our daily struggles with mental health and mental illness and everything else mental. So, I was okay with my first video. I felt like it could get better. It's only going to get better from here. So, here we go, video 2. I think today is going okay so far, but the anxiety is starting to catch up with me today. Every morning on weekdays, I get up, I take my daughter to school, I come home, breakfast, coffee, all that shit. I end up getting dressed and figuring out what the fuck to do for the day. I don't know what to do half the time. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so aside from cleaning, I craft, I do a lot of crafting, I paint. I recently have been attempting to scrapbook because I have so much stuff, it's like just put it all together, get that done. I've basically got everything, and I really don't want to have to go out and buy more scrapbooking items. I'm working with what I got. It's usually what I do. If I have it, I'll work with it. If not, if it's something essential like glue, I'll go get it. That's about it. But lately, the depression lately, screw the anxiety for right now, the depression lately, it basically forces me to shut down things I love to do. Basically, it strips any desire of doing what I love to do, and it kills me. I love to paint. I'm looking at it right now. I'm sitting in my craft room. This is where I film. I'm looking at a massive canvas I have right now that I've barely touched. I have it all sketched out. Horror movie villains. I'm a very big horror movie buff. I mean, I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to horror movies. I have maybe a good 6 inches of paint on this canvas, and it is all mapped out. And in my mind, it looks amazing. But I can't bring myself to come in and paint. It's like, do I do this? No, I don't feel like it. And that's all the depression talking. It doesn't, like, I usually talk about it in terms of like it was a person, almost. So it gets a little weird. It won't let me. I haven't picked up a paintbrush, put it to canvas in months. And that basically is my coping mechanism basically with life. And I can't do it. Like, I go through phases of, I'm going to do this craft for a while, I'm going to do this craft for a while, I'm going to do this craft for a while. I spent a couple months ago hand sewing everything, so Christmas is done and it's only August. The painting, I can't bring myself to paint. I was crocheting for a while, because if it's a craft, I pick up a little bit of everything. I can't knit, though. I've never been able to knit. But all of the depression will basically cave in on me and prevent me from doing things that I love. And I don't know what to do about it. It's if I could show you I keep looking here instead of the view. I'm sorry if I keep not looking at you because this is new to me. If I could show you, like, because I'm filming on my phone, so I'd like it to stay stationary, what it looks like in here, it's the craft room. I'm in the corner of the room. I got a sewing machine in the corner I never touch. I got a desk over here that the last time I painted something on it, the last time I built something on it, I mean, most of what's there is makings for jewelry. I mean, I have no desire whatsoever to craft anymore, and that's all I used to do aside from taking care of the house and my daughter when she gets home. Depression fucking sucks. We all all know it. If we have it, we all know this. Depression fucking sucks. There's just, you fall down in the piss like Alice in the rabbit hole. You fall down the rabbit hole, you're stuck. And it's not Wonderland. Contrary to what my tattoos say. It's not Wonderland. So, just dealing with that on a daily basis, and then if you throw the anxiety back into it, it's, I don't want to do this, but I need to occupy myself, because if I don't, and the anxiety takes over, and then you have all those intrusive thoughts that you get with the anxiety, those oh so pleasant thoughts. And then it's a revolving door, as my husband calls it. And it's just one thing after the other, but it's the same shit, different day. That's what I like to call it. Same shit, different day. But it's old. It's getting old. It's already old. It's not even getting old anymore. It's already old. I don't know what to do about it. Let me know in the comments there if you feel anything like this ever. If you get to a point where you're at a low and it just strips you of everything you used to love to do. It'll strip you from wanting to, it has affected me to the point where I don't even want to be around my family. Alright? I love my husband and my daughter more than anything on this planet. My daughter is my whole reason for living. I have been so low to the point recently in the last year of cutting myself again. I've done it before in the past. I ended up, for some reason, December is very, very hard for me, and I can't figure out why. And it's not Christmas. I think it's usually round about the week of the 14th, because in 2003 I lost my great-grandmother and I was very close to her. And for some reason, the past few years, it's just hit me really hard round about that time of December. This past December, I did the whole, Charlotte, you're stupid, you cut yourself, go back to the mental hospital for a few days. I'm not going to tell you where it is. I'm in California. I'm in Southern California. And I'm in San Bernardino County. Go from there. I was there literally probably 40 hours exactly, because I went in voluntarily. Bad idea. I ended up back. I told myself I'd never go back to the psych ward, which is what I call it. And then I ended up doing, and my daughter had to deal with that. I got pushed so low by my own brain. Mentally, I ended up so low, took a knife to myself in a few places, and the shit show started from there. And for months, I was dealing with fallout with insurance and all that bullshit, because they argued with me, and they argued with me. That was the problem. I had everything just perfectly set up there, and they argued with me, and that was just months of hell. But dealing with the depression when it hits so hard is a major problem, because it doesn't just affect you, it affects people around you, people that love you, people that, friends, family, people. And basically, long story short, if you will, it strips you of your humanity, I guess. I mean, I can't really explain it other than how I feel. It strips me of myself. I can't be myself because, you know, basically you're not Charlotte right now, you are your depression. That's how it ends up with me. The anxiety for me does the same exact thing, just more often. You know, I spend most of my days literally having nothing to do and getting depressed because I have nothing to do. Which, turn around, I have stuff I can do. But I'm depressed, so I don't want to do it. You know, revolving door. Same thing. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it. There's a lot of variables that I don't know. I really don't. You know, I have to be in the mood to read. I used to read like crazy. I got a shit ton of books downstairs that, you know, pick up a book, Charlotte. My favorite author is Stephen King. Aside from J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter author, who we'll get into that later, but I am a massive Harry Potter nerd. I could read a lot. I can't even bring myself to do that anymore. It's like I have lost the passion, basically, for life. Passion for my life. Because, welcome to depression. It's a shit show. Welcome to my shit show. I mean, I don't know what to do about it. If any of y'all got a comment, got an idea, please, I'm open to it. I mean, at the moment, I'm staring at a stack of paintings that I have done, and it's literally just sitting there. I can't even put them on the wall. I criticize my own work so hard. And then welcome back. It's always the water slide. Back down to the pool of depression. It's always the depression. Constantly. And I'm looking to just get it out there. Let's talk about this more often. Let's actually have a conversation through comments about struggles with depression stripping you of desire to do things you once loved. If you have similar problems, similar stories, similar anything, I'd love to hear about it. I mean, it's gonna be depressing to talk about depression, but if you feel alone, like I feel alone, I'd love to hear about it. Maybe we can commiserate. We don't have to feel so alone with each other. And it might help make us feel a little bit better. I mean, strictly speaking, depression on its face isn't just, I feel sad. A lot of people, oh, I must be depressed, I'm so sad. It's like, are you just sad or are you clinically depressed? I mean, there's so many people that will come out, what they use the words in the wrong context, and that just pisses me off. Oh my god, I'm so depressed. The one that gets me the most though, oh my god, I'm so bipolar. Oh my god. I just look at him and be like, the fuck did you just say? Oh my god. She went from happy to angry. She must be so bipolar. And I'm not meaning to sound like a Valley girl right now, but stereotypical Valley girl. Oh my god. She must be bipolar or something. Or she must be on her period. That one just... It's like, no, bitch. You want to know how I feel? Why don't you come ask instead of just assuming? Not everybody who can go from one extreme to the other is bipolar, but with you setting up that stigma, somebody actually is. Somebody wants to come out and be like, hey, I actually am bipolar. I get laughed at. Y'all ever been laughed at? Fucking sucks. You ever wanted to punch a person in the face in public, but you can't because you'll get arrested? I use this a lot. I can't go to jail. I can't get arrested on my mom. I got a kid to take care of. So I think first. But I was raised, this is just, side note, I was raised, they hit you first, you swing and fuck them up. That's just how I was raised. But you can't hit people in public. Every time I hear it, it's I want to come up, I want to bitch slap somebody. You know, you don't even know what you're talking about. Do you even comprehend what you're doing to people that actually suffer with this? No, you don't. It's like people making jokes about sexual assault, which I'll get into later because I've had to deal with that too. It's people making jokes about that. That sets me off. And when I get set off, my husband calls me the Purple Hulk. Just because I hate the color green and my favorite color is purple, so I'm the Purple Hulk. It sets me off, and I go on a rant throughout my house. And usually I'm ranting, I'm not mad, I'm not yelling, but I'm ranting, and I am naturally a very loud person. I grew up in a family of, there's 6 of us, siblings. So, you know, everybody's loud. That's how I grew up. And I'll go on a rant, and my husband's the only one to talk to, because I live with him and my daughter. This is 3 of us, and I can't just go rant about everything to my daughter. She's only 7. Not cool. But, you know, I'll get on a topic, and I will rant and rant and rant and rant to the point where he kind of tunes me out, because he's tired of hearing about it. And I go off on a tangent, and I'll talk about some other things. Like, I just realized I've gone everywhere in this video so far, so bear with me. People making jokes like that, it's not fucking funny. I don't know how you see the humor in it, because those of us that have been there, it ain't funny. At all. You know, I don't have words about it. I'm done with that. I don't got no words anymore. Long story short, again, depression. I'm going to use Harry Potter analogies because this is what I do on my daughter, because massive nerd. Massive nerd. And it's not just Harry Potter. I'll get into that later too. Depression is a Dementor. But chocolate is not always the answer. It helps a lot. Chocolate is not always the answer. This is how I explained it to my daughter, because she likes watching Harry Potter with me. She's getting into it. I think I'm trying to raise her right. Chocolate. Dementors are like depression. And so she turns around and she asks me, "So you need chocolate then, Mommy?" And I'm like, yes, I do, but that's not my point right now. They come and they suck the joy out of you. They suck all the happy out of you, if you will. That's basically, I explained to her the bipolar is the Eeyore and the Tigger, the depression is the Dementors, and the anxiety is, I don't know, we use the movie Inside Out, the Pixar film, as the analogy. She's way smarter than me needing to give her little kid analogies, but it's easier. I've explained her my mental illnesses in a clinical term. She comprehends. It's ridiculous. I swear to you, she's 7 going on like 25 or something. We're just gonna bypass those teenage years. I don't want to deal with that. I was horrible enough. I don't want to deal with that. But, you know, Mommy, what's your depression or what's your anxiety like? And you can, okay, well, kind of like fear from Inside Out. She's like, oh, but yours looks worse. Yeah, baby girl, mine looks worse because it is. You know, what I have to explain to her is stuff I never thought I would have to explain to my child, because I thought I would have a better hold on it than I do. And yet here we are. I can only deal with it so much. I'm dependent on medication, which that's a whole nother, open that can of worms later. Back to where we started, because train derailed, tangents going off. Depression, on a whole, strictly for me, strips every desire I ever have for doing things I love. You know, I grew up, my biggest stress relief was gardening. I would go out, my grandfather, up until the day he died, which was also 2003, so that's just that year sucked, taught me how to garden. Taught me I would grow vegetables. We'd actually have a competition over whose tomatoes were bigger, cucumbers, zucchini, pick a vegetable, I'd grow it, some fruits, lots of flowers. And I can't do that anymore. I live in the desert. The desert. You know, you can grow in the desert, cactus. And apparently rosemary, it's everywhere. So, I mean, I can't even do that. I try every spring to go out, get my fingers in the dirt, and I love it. And yet nothing can grow because it's the desert. I get depressed. I don't want to do anything else. I love to paint. Can't do that. I love to, like, decorate my house. Bare walls drive me nuts. I mean, my bathroom downstairs, the guest bathroom downstairs, it's that little half bath usually some people have. I painted it to look like a dungeon because for a long while there, we're on hiatus right now. We had a group of people, we played Dungeons and Dragons. Like I said, we're nerds. I don't care who knows, we're nerds. Embrace the nerd. So, I mean, I get extremely creative, and then the depression will take over. I will either have no desire to do anything anymore, or I will second guess myself on should I really have done that, or if I actually do make something, I'll look at it and go, wow, that looks like shit. Take it apart, or paint over. I can't tell you how many times I've painted over a canvas just because I feel like it looks like shit. I ask other people, oh my god, that's awesome. I'm like, how can you think that's awesome? Look at this, look at this, look at this, that little hair right there. And I'll judge myself, and I'll say fuck it, because depression is bullshit. So, I guess today's video is about depression. I mean, I'm not gonna have a specific topic every video, but it's basically, you're gonna see me as me with my little quirks and little idiosyncrasies and my little never actually looking you in the eyeball like you should be, like I should talk to you one-on-one. I look everywhere else but who I'm talking to. So, I apologize. So, there's gonna be a lot of so. I don't have a segue, just so. I don't know what I'll be talking about next time. It's like pulling names out of a hat kind of thing. But hopefully somebody can relate out there about, what does your depression do to you? How sad are you? Do you lay around crying? So I actually do that sometimes too. Do you just sit in a corner and you're quiet? Do you have no desire to do what you love, which happens frequently? Let me know. I will try to read every single comment I can, which I'll probably do anyway because I have no life. Once again, haters gonna hate, I'm gonna ignore. So, you're negative, I'll read it, and I'll ignore it. I will answer comments that I can, but I will pay no attention to negativity. I don't need it. You don't need it. It's getting ignored. So, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.